that is how it ends in terms of Bafana and Egypt. The Pharaohs have come out victorious against South Africa. It was a 1-0 victory that was secured by the 7-time AFCON winners. And of course, as you see there in your pictures, Mo Salah, who was able to convert from the penalty spot after a VAR check, is the reason why they now have these 3 points, and they have now confirmed their place in the knockout stages of this AFCON after back-to-back wins. And for Bafana, they will feel hard done by the officiating, the decisions that were made this evening. And of course, they walk away with 0 points, which means at the moment they are now second in Group B. They have those 3 points after winning against Angola, but hot on their heels is Zimbabwe and Angola, who have a point each. And remember that Bafana's next match against Zimbabwe will be a do or die. They have to win that encounter. But of course, right here at Kyalami and Midrand, there are many fans who have lots to say about these 90 minutes that we have just witnessed. I'm going to start with Khomoto and then come through to Mangali. So Khomoto, 1-0, Egypt have won. Please just give me an assessment of these 90 minutes.
Yeah, thank you so much, Xoli. I think as South Africans, we have to be proud, you know. We cannot falter the boys. I think they have done exceptionally well. It's a pity that the results have gone against us, but in terms of the performance, I think we have done pretty well. These boys have actually shown that as South Africa, we can actually hold ourselves against the best in the world. So from this performance, I think let us be proud and look forward to the next game, because with this kind of a performance, I think we're still going to surprise a lot of teams. So as a South African today, as much as I'm not happy with the result, but I'm happy with the performance. I'm happy with the performance.
No, absolutely, because it was so narrow, you know. It wasn't as though they were beaten by a huge margin by Egypt. What do you make of the 90 minutes, Mangalis?
Xoli, besibadlalisa half ground. Now bonile, besibadlalisa half ground. We put a lot of pressure in them, right? The only difference is the score. They might have won the battle, but we can still win the war. You know, it was a very, very nice game. They were tactical, ball position, Begiti as South Africans. And you must remember, Xoli, as well, Uguti, Egypt is not a small team, right? They're a big team, and we pressurize them. Sababega, Ekoneni, and we made sure good pusha. So as a South African, as much as we might not want this one, but our level of skill, our level of confidence in this game, and our level of pressure, we should be proud. And that game was amazing. I'm sad, but I'm happy at the same time.
Okay, I'm loving hearing all of this. I want us now to talk about Bafana's response to Egypt being down to 10 men. Was it adequate? You know, did they really capitalize on having an extra player on the ground?
I think when you look at the balance of play, it was adequate, and I think we responded very well. You know, the introduction of Rele, the introduction of Mukwala, you know, on the flanks, that was showing the intentions that we really need to take advantage of that, yes, you know. It's just that then Egypt started playing a low block, you know, and then maybe, you know, from the middle, being very skillful, and then maybe, you know, but I think we responded very well. I must say we responded very well. I'm not going to talk about controversial decisions, because where I'm sitting, I think we deserve a penalty, but the referee saw it otherwise. But even the VAR, I think, have shown that that handball was literally inside the box, you know. But look, the Egypt game was always going to be a difficult game. It was always going to be a difficult game. And games like this, they are won by a small margin. And then, yes, Egypt took their advantage in the first half. And then maybe also what South Africa did in the first half, we were sitting back, you know, sitting back. We only started coming out of our shelves in the second half. So, but let's be proud. Let's be proud. I think we played very well. Egypt, wherever they are now, they feel that they were very lucky to win this game.
No, they are definitely respecting Bafana. But I want us to touch on VAR. because two defining moments there when Hani was given that second yellow and, of course, you know, the red card, marching orders. But Bafana not getting that penalty was also a huge game changer.
Yeah, I mean, bakoreng a penalty. So, I mean, even our side, I think we did deserve that penalty, because if ever you check VAR and how the hand blocked the ball inside the box, right? But the referee did what he did, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, that was going to be a big game changer for us as South Africa. But I believe that there's still going to be an opportunity for us to make sure we win other games, because now Bafana, they felt confidence from this game in itself. They know that they are capable and they know that they can push. I feel like we did deserve the penalty, and that's the honest truth.
It's going to be a long chat going into tomorrow, the rest of the week, until our next game against Zimbabwe, because now there is pressure.
Yeah, look, the Zimbabwe game might actually even be more difficult than today's game, depending on the results between Zimbabwe and Angola.
Because they played to a 1-0 draw, remember?
Exactly, yes. And you should also remember that Zimbabwe almost robbed us of an opportunity to go to the World Cup. So we must not think that the Zimbabwe game is going to be a walk in the park. It's going to be a difficult game. Unless, of course, if we pray that Zimbabwe and Angola plays a draw. But if one of them wins, then it means the Zimbabwe game is a must win. But I've got confidence in the boys. I think we can still win the game against Zimbabwe. You know, it's not nice to go to a competition and also hoping that the other results will go your way. We should have done the job for ourselves today, because it would have given the coach an opportunity in the last game to give other players an opportunity to play. Now he does not have the luxury to rest some players. He must play his best 11 against Zimbabwe, you know. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. This is football. And you mean, we have seen teams losing in the group stages and still go on to win the tournaments, including the World Cup. So it's not the end of the world. I still believe that with this performance, we will go far in this tournament.
All right, and then just a quick wrap-up in terms of you. What does Bafana now need to do against Zimbabwe? That Monday match, do or die?
We need to be quicker in the box. Don't wait, you got the ball, strategically position yourself, and then you score. I think we are confident in pressurizing, but it's to actually shoot the ball, and we are not confident when it comes to shooting. So if we can be a bit quicker, because you need to hit someone when they are not looking. So I think we give them a lot of chance, defense, all of it in the box, and it puts us at a disadvantage. But if we can position ourselves, move quicker, make sure you shoot, eventually the goal will go in. But I have no doubt we are going to win this. It's a do or die.
Oh, absolutely. You know, these are fans, but they know what it takes in terms of this match and what Bafana now needs to do against Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for your analysis. So unfortunate for Bafana not walking away with a victory today against Egypt. But as they have both said, we remain proud of the showing from the South Africans. They really held their own against an Egyptian side that is star-studded, that really was deemed the favorites, but they did so well. Unfortunately, that's how we wrap it up here from Kyalami in terms of this match. But we know coming up next, of course, is the Comores against Zambia. We'll also be talking about that match and also hearing from more of the Bafana fans in terms of what needs to now happen on Monday against Zimbabwe if we want to progress to the knockout stages like how Egypt have done this afternoon.
All right, Xoli, thank you so much. And that's SABC News anchor for the full view, Xoli Zondo there, just giving us the reaction to that encounter, that AFCON encounter between Egypt and Bafana. And Egypt there emerging victorious in that all-important match. And of course, the one they're winning is, of course, Egypt. And they are headed now to the final round of 16.